Arrive at what I believe to be Natsuki's house. It looks like the house that she walked into, at least. The light is on upstairs. Hopefully she's safe in there. If that's even where she is. Look around the house to see if I can find a car to indicate if her dad is home or not. I don't see one. The garage door is shut, but I assume that there is no car in there. Why would you do that? This probably isn't the smartest idea. I walk up to the front door and try twisting the knob. Locked. Instead, I peek through the glass in the door to see if I can find anything. All I see is a set of stairs going up to the right and a hallway to the left. I might have to call for her. I don't want to attract the attention of anyone else. Or worse, have her dad be home and come see what's happening. Screw it, I need to take a deep breath. Natsuki! It's Ben, I'm here! I wait for a response. I push my ears up against the door to see if I can hear anything. See if I can... Sorry. The sound of a door creaking shut comes from inside the house, almost as if someone was trying to hide the sound. I start banging on the door. Natsuki! I'm outside, I need to talk to you right now! I wait to hear something again. Nothing. The only thing I can think right now is how suspicious I look. What if her dad is still inside? Like, why are you assuming that if the garage door is closed, the car could be inside? The dad could be at home, and you're just calling her name. Showing clearly what you're here for. And now you're fucking banging on the door, not just calling. There's gotta be another way in that's less intrusive. Glance behind me to see if anyone else has their light on in their house. There are none, so as long as I don't wake people up, I think I'm... There are none, so as long as I don't wake people up, I think I'm fine. In which case, screaming probably wasn't the best idea. The only way in that I can think of is to break the glass on the door. Looking for something that might help. There's some rocks in the garden that I might be able to use. You know, I mentioned that Sayori has some problems with being impulsive, but jeez, he is a whole new layer. I don't have any other choice. You already banged and everything. And if Natsuki is like very paranoid of her father finding her, she probably has her phone muted or something so that he doesn't come every time it's like receives a message. Try to make contact with her without, like, if you fucking break in, the father could be there and now you broke into the house. You're the one in trouble. The father isn't there. Someone broke into the house. He could contact authorities. And if they do their job right, they might be able to link it back to you. And then you are the one in trouble. And Natsuki might still not be taken seriously as, like, having been abused. And instead it's going to be like, oh, she just ran away. Typical teenager. And he's like, but he, like, broke in or something. Or he just, like, none of this is working. If you, like, unless you are currently noticing, like, if you know that she's currently being abused, and then it makes sense. Then I feel like if you broke in, it would be considered in Germany, I don't know what it would be called in English anyway, but in Germany I'm pretty sure it would, like, first and foremost you put the police. But if it's like serious and you feel the need to protect someone, I feel like they might not be like cruel about, like, not cruel, might not charge you too badly for the fact that you want to protect someone. But right now you are just breaking in. I take a deep breath and throw the rock as hard as I can into the glass of the door. It shatters the window. Standing back for a second, I take in what I just did. Was this really justified? Not right now. Like, if you're currently aware that she's being beaten in there and you call authorities and it's like taking very long and you're certain that this is going to be bad, then yeah, but right now it's just you breaking in. Like, they can charge you right now. At this point I'm committing crimes for someone that I met just a couple days ago, just yesterday. I might as well walk in so that it looks like no one did it from the outside. I begin carefully walking to the house, trying not to cut myself on the broken glass. If you're wearing shoes, it shouldn't be difficult. It's scary quiet in here. So quiet that it feels wrong to make any noise myself. Natsuki? Where are you? It's me, Ben. Walk down the hallway to the left of the entrance. Carefully walk to the end of the hallway. The floor creaks as I walk across it. There's a door back there here that I assume is where the sound came from. Push my ear against it and listen. A muffled, heavy breathing sound is coming from the room. I can only imagine that this is Natsuki's room. If her dad was home, he would have come out by now to see what's going on. So I think that I can safely say that he isn't here. Maybe he's currently calling the police because his house is being broken into. But if this is Natsuki's room, then why is the light on upstairs? There's no harm in checking this room before I go upstairs to look for her, I guess. I probably should give her a knocking warning on the odd chance that she didn't hear me yelling her name. Also, she deserves her privacy. Gently knock on the door as to not startle her. Hello? No response. I have to come in. She might need me right now. Who knows what she's doing? She might have, like, if she's being beaten, she might also be injured. I slowly open the door. Natsuki! Hello! Where are you? The closet door shuts the rest of the way closed. Ben, what are you doing in here? I'm sorry, I'm just worrying about you. Why is she acting surprised? How did she not hear me coming? She slowly walks out of the closet. Her eyes and cheek are slightly red. She looks exhausted. Are you okay? What happened tonight? And why were you in your closet in the first place? My dad, he left, but I couldn't bring myself to leave too. Her mood changes quickly to something more sad. Dismissively, I ignored that she didn't answer why she was in her closet. Why? What's wrong? She quickly breaks down into an intense sob without warning. Oh. Interesting. I hadn't anticipated this. But it's also an edit. Sayori's edited face? Like, this is like Sayori's face and the embrace. But like drawn with Natsuki's clothes, I think that might genuinely be drawn. Then taking her hair from one of her sprites. Interesting. Here's facing the other way, but like whatever. As she does, she falls into my chest, leaning against me for support. Her body feels cold and frail. I was too afraid of what he would do if I left. Put my arms around her in confusion. It's okay, Natsuki. This pain will be gone soon. Why are you confused? Like, if he finds her and they're not able to find a way to get authorities to genuinely help, then she is fucking screwed. I choke, trying to hold back tears. I'm never going to give up on you as long as you remain. I'm not going to let one of my friends go through something as horrible as that. But please don't. Please don't waste your energy on me. I'm not worth anyone's time anymore. Mort sings as she speaks. How can she really think that she's not that worthless when to me she's the opposite? Scan around the room out of suspicion. The room is full of dirty clothes strung about the floor and random carpet stains. Look towards the closet that she was in. Wait. There's a rope tied into a noose in the back corner of the closet. I feel goosebumps come over my body. Why would she do something like that? Because stuff, but I'm trying to get used to it. It's the point of life if all you have to do is feed off on other people's generosity. Natsuki, stop talking like that. You can't get used to something as horrible as what you're going through. The sad truth is that you can. You can have hope now because I'm here for you. The pain is over. She begins crying into my shoulder just like she did earlier today in the closet. Even though I've only known her for a few days, for today and yesterday, I feel a close connection between us. But I don't know if she feels the same way back to me. But you don't have to help me. I know I'm already a lost cause. Probably super annoying to deal with. I don't want to put that burden on anyone, especially you. Natsuki, I'm not going to do that. I started stopping myself from saying the wrong thing. I really like you, and I think that you're worth a lot more than you give yourself credit for. There's no hope. I've tried everything. Nothing has worked. Natsuki, you told me that you can't fix this on your own. You need help, and that's what I'm going to do. I need you to come with me. We separate from our hug. Look back at her, holding my hand out to her to take. She looks at me desperately with tear-filled eyes. Seeing her like this makes me feel horrible. She slowly takes my hand. I walk her outside. She doesn't seem to take notice to the broken glass near the front door. Either that or she doesn't care anymore. With the cold breeze as we walk outside hand in hand. Okay, Natsuki, here's what I'm going to do. I go up in fear of Naya. I'm going to have you sleep in my house for tonight, and when you wake up you can move into your mom's house. You can't live like this anymore. She looks struck by the statement. I mean, I guess that works. Good, follow me. Glance back at the door as we walk off. Should I really done that? I guess it doesn't matter. It's not like I'll ever have to be back here again. If the rock is still near the fucking shards, they might be able to link it back to you. They'll definitely be able to link back that someone broke in from the outside. And they're going, like, if he gets the police involved, then, like I said, you're probably going to be the one with the problem. And chances are they might not end up taking Natsuki as seriously as they should. And then what? You shouldn't have done that. I wonder if this is going to be part of it. As we walk down the street, the silence is broken by Natsuki's quiet sobs. I don't want to say anything that might cause her to cry more. You know you're going to be okay, right, Natsuki? Yeah, I guess, but sometimes I just feel hopeless and it's hard to burst through that. So for being so dramatic, it's late too. You could have been working on schoolwork or something important right now. Natsuki, I wouldn't be anywhere else right now but here. You matter to me. Thank you, Ben. I feel a droplet of water hit me on my arm. The familiar smell of rain fills my nose. Oh no. I think it's starting to rain. Guess you'll have to race me to your place. She sprints off. How does she know where we live? Nice to see that she doesn't let things get to her. Sometimes I wish I could do that. Ironically, I sort of enjoy this moment together, despite being in one of the most emotionally charged moments of my life. Catch me if you can! As slowly I pick up a running pace to chase Natsuki. I don't think she knows where she's going, but I'll just shout directions if she goes the wrong way. Okay, that works. We arrive at my house after an exhausting chase. This is it, on the right. She glances back at me with a smile and runs to the house on the right. Stopping at the fence, she begins to gather her breath as I catch up. I guess I win! What's my prize? Hey, we didn't bet on anything. Better luck next time! I give her a smiling smirk. Oh, fine. Open the fence door and walk to the front door of my house. As I do, I gesture for Natsuki to walk inside. She quickly walks inside to get out of the rain. I follow. Alright, it's late. We'd better get to sleep. We still have to get to school in the morning. Trying to keep the subject off of what just happened. Considering Natsuki's pincer, she probably could use some time not thinking about it. You should simply leave it open for her to decide. She clearly was open to opening up quickly to you. Especially that... I really should talk to her about that, but I have no idea how to bring it up. It's best that I just avoid talking about it and try to make Natsuki's life enjoyable. No, you should be talking about it. I was hoping we could do something fun before we go to bed. What were you thinking? I don't know, just something fun! Don't let me say it! I really don't have a clue what she's hinting at. No, honestly, I have no idea what you're trying to say. Ugh, never mind! You're right, we should get to bed. It's not good to go to school without enough sleep. Yeah, probably. I sort of feel bad for not getting her hint. I totally shut down whatever she had planned. Maybe reading manga. Though I must admit, my first thought process was another one. I can sleep down here on the couch if you want to sleep upstairs in my room. Oh, yeah, sure that works. Okay, Natsuki is seriously acting really weird right now. Is that or I'm just bad at talking to girls? Probably the second option. Feel free to take a shower if you want. I'll be down here if you need me. Alright then. Truck is upstairs. Hey, Ben! Where's the bathroom? If you turn to the right, it's the first door on the left. Hear a door open. Oh, okay. You have a weird house. Hey, I didn't design it. Would be a lot worse if you did. Yeah, probably. She giggles as she shuts the door to the bathroom. Well, that was scary. It's nice to see the good old Natsuki back. You've known her for yesterday and today. You don't know who the girl Natsuki is. Rude and better than ever. It's one day. For all you know, this was just a one-time thing because of the surprise of a new member. Hopefully she's not hiding anything more, though. You are really not smart. I don't know if I'll be able to handle it, to be honest. Sit down on the couch, pick up the remote, and start flipping through channels to find something I like. I'd better stay awake until Natsuki gets out of the shower, just in case. So something with action would be nice so I don't fall asleep by accident. This looks good enough. I turned on an action movie that I used to watch a few years ago all the time. Somehow, I still find it entertaining to rewatch movies over and over again. Oh, I am the same! I'm already currently considering... I watched Obsession, right? And now I'm looking at reactions to it. Sorry, my bad, I needed to cut that. Where was I? I think I talked about Obsession and how I'm watching reactions of it. I also replayed the DLC over and everything. I still like to watch Obsession with my friends. Knowing the ending doesn't really ruin the surprise for me. Same. I lay down on the couch, relaxing, waiting for Natsuki to get out of the shower. Although I kind of don't like that I have something in common with you. You really aren't smart. I'm sorry to say it like that. You just aren't. Okay. Hello? Can you hear me? Is it Monica? Or is it like... I'm guessing it might have also just... Like, I was wondering, is maybe... Okay, now I'm wondering. Was this just like as a way, it's like, hello? Can you hear me? Like, kind of something creepy, like unique way? Or is this hinting that Monica might be aware? Hey! Hey! Can you hear me? Are you awake? Ben, what are you doing? Hello? Get up, we need to go to school now! Hello? Ben! Ugh. But I don't wanna get up. Ben, get up or I'm going to force you. Well, that was not very pleasant. I wonder if that's related. Like I said, if that's like just for atmospheric repurposes, or if that did in fact imply something with Monica. We're going to be late if we don't leave right now! Hold on 1 second, let me go get dressed and we can go. You better hurry! I will say while running up the stairs to my bedroom. Wow. What just happened? I feel like I had a bad dream, but I don't remember what even happened. And my head hurts really bad. Jeez. Natsuki definitely slept up here last night because my bed isn't made. And I always make it when I wake up. Also, I don't even remember Natsuki ever getting out of the shower. So I must have fallen asleep by accident. I knew I shouldn't have watched a movie that I've seen before. But it seems like she was okay to go to bed herself. I don't think I need to babysit her anyway. That will probably make her mad at me. Yeah, you shouldn't baby them too much, no. In other news, I'm excited to go to the club today. I feel like it's been forever since I've been there. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone again. Wait, I didn't write a poem. Don't write poems every day and share them? When did you talk about it? As far as I'm concerned, we never talked about that. Because if that's the case, then I'm screwed. I don't think Natsuki did hers either, so it's going to look really suspicious. But I've got to come up with a good excuse for today. I mean, you ran after her being like, I need to make sure she's okay. Like, maybe just say since she was feeling sick, and then you ran after her, and then you took care of her, and that's why she's now better. But that means she was like, since she was feeling sick, she couldn't write a poem, you were taking care of her, so you couldn't write a poem. You already made it suspicious because you ran after her. I don't want to tell them about what happened. I feel like it would stress them out. I feel like you should only do it with Natsuki's permission. That's what I'm concerned about. And they were being really dismissive about it yesterday, so I don't think they even deserve to know. To be frank, you're also very dismissive of Sayori, of course, but also generally speaking, if they aren't that close and one student, like one part of the club, one member, just says she sometimes needs to leave early to the point where it becomes like normal, and you aren't like really close and you are really just a teenager and you don't know much, or like even if you do know a bit more but you can't pick up on the signs because you never end up getting closer and you never really spent much time even like interacting much, then like it's not going to seem any more suspicious. Like it will just be perceived as normal for a lot of people. Ben, are we going or not? Yes, just give me one more second. I slept in my uniform, hopefully I don't stink. And I for sure don't have time for a shower, so I'll just throw on a ton of deodorant and hope for the best. I pull my phone out and look at my reflection to straighten my hair as best as possible and go downstairs to leave for school. Oh my god, you look ridiculous. Yeah, I know. Hurry up, let's go. She doesn't have a uniform. No, hold on, let me fix your hair. She begins to run her hands through my hair while on her tippy toes. No, we need to get going. She takes her hands out my hair after trying to fluff it. Oh, fine. She walked towards the door. I remember that Sayori might be waiting for me. Glanced my phone to check the time to see if we're late enough for her to have already left. 9 a.m. Yeah, I doubt she's waiting for me anymore. Hopefully at least I don't want anyone to know what happened last night. And I don't think Natsuki does either. We both walk outside. Yeah, thank God she's been waiting for us. Not only do I not want her to know, she's also kind of annoying. Can you stop being mean to Sayori? Like, the MC doesn't consider her that annoying either. Ben, catch up! We need to go now! We might make it in time if we rush! While in deep thought about Sayori, I was falling behind Natsuki on the way to school. It's probably right. I can't be late so often. People are going to think something is up. You're not late at 9 a.m.? Well, I guess in some countries maybe, but like, holy hell! The latest we had school was 8 a.m. Unless like some classes were dismissed due to teachers missing. We walked together all the way to school and to our class. Natsuki was relatively quiet the whole time. She's probably focused on getting to school on time. She might also be worried that her father might find her and spot her. I'm pretty sure he knows where she goes to school, right? At least I hope she is. Ben! Oh, Ben! She whispers to me in a panicked voice she has not her uniform. What? Just realized I don't have my uniform on. I left it in my house last night. How did I not notice yet? Well, I can give you an excuse for that. Like, I didn't just commit a crime and then run away with the person I'm interested in. There's nothing she can do really at this point. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I don't know. I'm going back to your house. I'll be here for the club, but I'm not going to my classes today like this. She hurries off before I can say anything in return. Turn around and watch her run out of the school. There's gotta be a way to get her uniform back again. She has to have it, or else she won't be able to go back to school again. Can you order a new one? The question is, how much does it cost, of course. She better not be going back to her house to get it. I need to text her to make sure she doesn't. I pull out my phone and send a text to her. Don't try to get your uniform from your house. Let me deal with this. Hopefully she listens to me. It's not safe to be at her dad's house right now. Who knows what her dad is thinking right now. If I was her dad, I would be furious if I came home and my daughter was missing. There was damage out to my front door. I might even contact the police, and they're going to maybe do research and maybe be able to find the person. If not, I would be more scared than anything. I need to get to my classes. School's about to start, but Natsuki might need me right now. I'll just keep in touch with her through text. She should be okay on her own for a while. I go to my class. Is this the phone ringing or is it the school bell? Ring, ring, ring! Thank God. Okay, it was the school bell. Spent all day long worrying about Natsuki. Didn't respond to any of my texts. I gather my supplies and start walking to the club. If she doesn't show up, I'm going to be really scared. I'm going home if she doesn't come. Walk outside my last class. Wait, where's the club room again? Left. I don't know how I managed to always forget where it is. I pick a random direction and start walking. Left! Somehow I chose the right direction to get to the familiar clubroom doors. Right? The right direction, not the right. Now I'm questioning, was it the right? I take a deep breath, preparing myself if Natsuki doesn't show up. Here goes nothing. I quickly look around the room to see who's here. Yuri, Monica, Sayori, and thank God, Natsuki. Hey, Ben! You look a little flustered. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm alright. Please stop asking questions. I'm a really bad liar. I'm not sure if Natsuki told her what's going on or not, and don't want to make myself look like an idiot. Good! I'm glad to see that you came back today. I still haven't been able to see your writing yet, so I'm excited to see what you've done. Oh no. I forgot that I still haven't shown Monica any poems yet. I've only showed Natsuki a poem. It's starting to look like I'm avoiding showing them, but I'm going to have to tell her that I don't have one today. Do you have your one from yesterday? Natsuki kind of took it with her, didn't she? Like, she clutched it and then she dragged us to the closet. But, like, if you still had that poem, you could just show it to her. Yeah, about that. So last night I fell asleep earlier than expected and didn't get a chance to write a poem. Sorry. I know I've been looking forward to seeing what I've written, but I don't have anything to show. Oh, it's okay, Ben. I'm sure you'll make a great poem once I get to see it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your time here today, because last time you had to leave early. I always do. You too. She walks away to the front of the classroom. Honestly, don't know why she was so okay with that. She just brushed it off like it was nothing after acting really excited to see it for the past few days. You've not been here for that long. So I'm walking to my desk, but noticed Yuri glancing at me out of the corner of my eye from her desk. She quickly looks away and continues reading out of the same book she's been reading for the past few days. Have we been here for more days? Because as far as I'm concerned, the day before yesterday, when we joined, and then the first day of sharing poems, and then yesterday, when we also saved Natsuki, and today. I guess she just doesn't know I was here today and it caught her off guard. Whatever, I'll just go to my desk and get out a pencil just in case I need it for today. Natsuki must have come up with an excuse to tell everyone why she's not wearing her uniform. I might as well ask her what she said to everyone. I walk over to Natsuki, who was shuffling through some papers in her backpack. Hey, Natsuki. I believe she took her backpack. Oh, hi, Ben. So what happened? Did you come up with an excuse on why you're not wearing your uniform? Oh, yeah. I just told them I forgot to wash it last night. They didn't have a problem with it? surprised. What about how you didn't write a poem for today? What about it? Did you tell them yet? He continues to shuffle through her backpack. Hello, Natsuki. What do you want? You know what? Never mind. I'm busy right now. That's evident. I walk away. It was kind of short-lived, and maybe a little harsh. Natsuki's a rude side to her, and I probably shouldn't have been so final back to her. I mean, maybe she also had the opportunity to write a poem while she was at home. Whatever. Feeling guilty about it does nothing. It might encourage you to do better next time or to apologize. Given that Natsuki is going through some also very uniquely horrible experience right now. Another news is also like something I've not really heard like that before. I don't really have anything to do today for the club. Might as well go talk to Yuri considering she glanced at me earlier. She must have had something to tell me. What about Sayori? I walk up behind Yuri's desk where she's busy in a deep read. As I stand behind her, I realize that she probably won't notice me unless I do something. She's almost unaware of her surroundings we're reading. I tap her on the shoulder. She jumps back away from her book and scares me in the process. Oh, jeez. Hi, Ben. Sorry, did I scare you? Yeah, a bit, but I probably should have given you a warning I was behind you. Oh, no, it's okay. I'm just really into this book. Sometimes when reading it, I get too into it and lose awareness of my surroundings. I don't know how I managed to be scared by that. Or how I scared her. How I scared her. I should have said something, not tap her on the shoulder. I'm so stupid. You are! Not about that. That can happen. But you are stupid in a lot of other regards. Interesting. What book are you reading? She looks down at her book and closes it to show me the cover. It's called Portrait of Marco. There's an almost looking eye on the front cover of the book. Just the book over to read the summary on the back. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't giving anything away. In short, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really but as soon as she does, life starts to get a little strange. She starts getting attacked by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while she's trying to survive, she has to choose which of her friends she can trust. But no matter what she does, her life starts to fall apart. She destroys most of her relationships. That's sort of dark. That's really interesting. Yeah, I'm enjoying the book recently. The message it's trying to get across is super unique. Sometimes no matter what you do, failure is always an option. It's comforting knowing that some decisions don't matter at all in the bigger picture. That makes me uncomfortable, but that's probably because I have, there are specific things, at least in my life, that I would like to be able to control to a certain degree, at least enough to know what I'm getting myself into and that my decisions matter, you know. Yeah, I get that sometimes life can be full of hard choices to make. But I know that they're kind of pushing also this message a little bit here with they had the original description kind of is similar to DDLC, where Monica is not just doing everything to be evil or for some ridiculous malicious intent, but she has her own goals and philosophy that she believes in, and due to that she commits horrible acts. And then when you really start to relate to the protagonist, they're made out to be the knife for letting the ones that are most interfere with the villain's plans. You delete Monica, and what do you get? Sayori is suffering the epiphany. And even in the fulfilling ending, it's like, she's still suffering. The Literature Club is a place of suffering. And even with that snippet of happiness that you were able to give them all, ultimately the game still has to be erased so that this cycle of suffering doesn't continue. Like, you deleting Monica didn't really make the world, like the club, a genuinely happy place. Maybe you could give a bit of happiness to all of them. But for that you also need to get Monica CG, so kind of implying that you also need to spend a little bit of time with Monica, so Yeah, about that. I was wondering if you wanted to read some of this together. I'm always reading some book with someone else. I can never keep up. Especially someone as smart as Yuri. I'm going to look like an idiot. Yeah, sure. We can go slow if need be. It's a new book for you, and sometimes it's hard to completely understand what's happening at the start. Yeah, I don't read too much, so I'll probably be slower. It's fine. We can start from the beginning, so you don't have to jump into the middle of the book. I slide the desk over next to hers. Hesitantly, I pull up a chair. We're cuddled together close enough for it to be awkward. For every CG they've used so far, all of them needed dust particles. Aside from, I think the Natsuki beneath the windowsills actually might not have added. But for everything else, dust particles. But for some reason, Yuri seems to not care about being so close. She opens the book and flips to the first chapter. She grabs my hand and has me hold one side of the book open as she holds the other side. Why does it seem like every girl's trying to be cute? And how do I always find myself in these situations? If I'm being completely honest with myself, I kind of like it. Just let me know when you've finished the page. We don't have to read very much, just enough to get to the good parts. I'm kind of scared what the good parts are. Considering the plot of this book, I don't think that it'll be anything normal. Breeding people by cutting off the limbs and affixing them to... The reading level of this book is far above what I normally read. Not that I read very much at all, but half the words in here I don't know. She doesn't try to ask me a question about it because I for sure won't be able to answer them. It's also difficult to read when you're so close to someone else, especially someone as intimidating as Yuri. But what little information I've gathered from the book is it's sort of creepy, but interesting at the same time. I guess that's something I could have predicted considering Yuri's stereotype. We're literally just calling her a stereotype now, damn. But it doesn't make it any less creepy. She glances at me. Have you finished yet? I'm literally halfway down the first page and she's already finished the second. It happens! Don't worry too much about it. Yeah. Are you sure? I don't want you missing anything important. Everything in the story has a deeper meaning and understanding. This foreshadowing is important to the plot. You don't always understand foreshadowing. That's fine. Yeah, I finished the first page. It's pretty interesting so far. Stop lying. Just be honest and say you don't understand shit. I'm sure once I've read further into the book, most of the foreshadowing will reveal itself. Half the time I don't even know what I'm saying. I must say I can tell. But honestly, it didn't seem like Yuri was fully aware of what she was saying either, so... I'm just trying to match Yuri's intellect so I don't look as stupid as I am. Just be honest and say you stupid! But if she asks about anything deeper than this, I'm really going to be screwed because I just lied to her. So I pray that she doesn't. Who knows what she'll do if she catches me in a lie. She flips the page. I begin reading as fast as I can to not fall behind her reading pace. But it's hard to not pay attention to Yuri. She's so close to me, I can feel her body heat. Oh, we're bathing in the body heat this time. I keep glancing at her to see if she's looking back. Not that I want her to. I've learned my lesson not to do that with Natsuki. But every time I look at her, she seems to be in a deep trance. It's almost to the point that I could get up and leave and she would notice. Is this even healthy? Literature is truly her strongest subject. She definitely belongs in this club. About the... Is this healthy, like, with Yuri? Like... It's currently being immersed in the book. I don't think it's unhealthy to be immersed in a book to a very deeply. Or maybe I'm biased because I do know what it's like. I sometimes almost miss my bus stops because because I was reading on the bus. Yes, I read on the bus. I know some people can't do it. I can. It's just, what else am I going to do on the bus during longer bus rides? Or like on train rides. Sometimes listen to music, yeah, but if I'm currently in the middle of reading something, why not just read it there too? Like, I can hone out everything around me if necessary. Luckily, I usually am still in a state of where I'm like easily enough snapped out of it so that I can like ignore the noises around me but pick up on certain noises, like the bus saying what's the next stop. Like, I've started to learn that, as well as just there's specific spots I have to go to more frequently with the bus. There's specific buildings, and I keep sitting by windows. I pick up on them when we drive past. I don't notice anything until I'm at that building, and then I'm like, okay, I need to be careful now to not get too immersed. At least I don't have to worry about her looking back at me, but I don't know if I should run my chances just in case. I continue reading at a faster pace than I typically do. Okay, everyone, are we ready to share our poems? I glance up from the book to Monica. As I do, I look back at Yuri to see if she heard. She didn't. Of course, Monica! I don't want to just leave Yuri here reading and not share her poem, because at this point she's so deep into reading that she won't notice. I tap her on the shoulder. Yuri? Are you ready to share poems now? She glanced up quickly. Oh, yeah, sorry. And back to a different tune. I can't be too hard about that. Sorry, I'm just... The OSTs are like... the soundtrack of the DLC is like played during specific spots deliberately and everything. For example, this is Ohio Sayori. It plays at the beginning of the game when we first meet Sayori, of course, but also for Wednesday and Thursday at the beginning of the club meeting, because Sayori is one of the people who really set stuff into gear at the beginning of these two club meetings. On Friday, it doesn't play because Sayori isn't anywhere to be seen. And during Act 2, Ohio Sayori, anytime it plays, it's bugged in some way, shape, or form. So, like, for it to just randomly play, like, we'll see if Sayori will lead to this situation. But, like, for me, it's just kind of... I'm expecting Sayori right now, but chances are Sayori won't come. And that's... I don't know what that's doing to my brain, but it's not doing anything good. She closed the book quickly and bends over to grab her backpack, avoiding eye contact with me. I can see her face starting to get a pale red. She starts to pull out a paper that has cursive-looking script brand handwriting on it. She must want us to share first. I guess we probably should, considering that we were just reading. Were reading together. More tea for me. Sorry. I turn around, holding my paper with Yuri holding hers. Turns around with her poem in her hand. We have a moment of silence, staring at each other. So, do you want to share first? Oh, yeah, sorry. Here you go. What are we holding now? Holding my paper. What are we holding right now? Apparently, we don't have a poem. Here you go. She hands me her poem. First glance, I feel like I can't even read this. I have to really focus on each letter to make up what she wrote and start reading it. Feelings are fatal. Just one moment is all he ever asked for. He needed to get something off his chest. Bringing some clarity would have been a blessing to him. He swore to God that he wouldn't cry. So here goes nothing. All his fears, they brought him down so low. He couldn't bear the darkness enveloping him. His mind is turned inside out. He can't let it go. But we all heard from all of it, no. Truly a fallible system, predicated upon living through cracked screens. The complication is, decisions have been made. They cut him off. So no, he can't breathe. Yes, he has a collapsing state of mind. Nevertheless, he always found it easy to hide these thoughts of his. So he'll bear the pain and sink to where thoughts can't find him. But I'll be missing you for a lifetime. All I'm reading is someone taking their own life. But like the narrator, like the subject is he in this case. I feel like narrator and he, like of course they're different individuals, but I feel like the narrator is not the subject really, because the poem is more about his feelings. Now I'm wondering if this is about like foreshadowing that he, like, I don't know how much it's inspired by exit music, but I can imagine that maybe it will take a similar route of how the ending goes, because I feel like that's what this might be foreshadowing. But maybe it's also foreshadowing something else. As for if it fits Yuri's writing style, a few parts here are a bit better. There are like some would have been like grammar mistakes, but you know what? In the original DDSC, Ghost Under the Light also has a grammar mistake. One of the capital letters, it's supposed to be a capital letter. It's the start of a line as well as the start of a sentence. The other sentence has been ended beforehand, and there is no capital letter. The "the" is spelled small, with a small letter. So you know what? Very in character that Yuri, honestly. They fixed it in Plus, so I don't think that was supposed to be a spelling mistake, but I still think it's kind of funny. His writing is so abstract and worded weird. I'm starting to look like an idiot for not getting anyone's poems. Thank God this is the first poem that me and Yuri have shared together, because there is now no way I can get the meaning in any other poems. Wow, Yuri, that's amazing! I love the way you write. It's abstract and super interesting. It's not that abstract. So, thanks, Ben. It's taken a long time for me to get to this point in my writing. Take great pride in my writing style, and being able to convey specific emotions through a poem using complex imagery is important to me. Yes, it's impressive that you're able to do that. How long have you been writing for? Well, ever since I was a child, I had an interest for writing. But in the past few years, I've been really into it. And about a year ago, I joined this club. Ever since, I have been developing my writing style to be better and better. Oh, that's impressive. I would share you my poem, but last night I forgot to do it. Okay, so we're just holding a sheet of paper for aesthetic sakes. I was kind of busy and didn't have time to do it. Heard it changes. Oh, it's okay. Sorry about that. Tomorrow I can share you my poem. Oh, really? That's fine. Well, that kind of sucked. I wish I could share at least something, but crazy things keep happening. Can I even get kicked out of the club for not writing a poem? I hope not. Monica seems to take a liking to me, so I don't think she would do that. But still, it's not good to join a club focused around literature and not do any of it. Alright, who should I share with now? Look around the room. Yura has gone back to reading. Assume she's waiting for the people to finish sharing so she can. At least I hope so. I don't want her to be left out. Writing is truly something special. All of theirs is. Sarah and Monica look like they're busy sharing. And Natsuki doesn't have a poem today. Hopefully my lack of writing isn't rubbing off on her. I would hate to take something away from her that she enjoys so much. So it looks like she's finishing up. I might as well go see what her poem looks like. Plus, it's been a while since I've seen Sayori. Yeah, you barely interact with your childhood friend! Kirin's just the person that got me in this club in the first place. Yeah! I walk over to Sayori. As I do, she glances over at me and turns away quickly. Oh no, what's wrong now? Hey, Sayori! How's it going? Maybe she's upset because... after the day you joined the club, you were late to school. She texted and was like, please tell me when you wake up so I know you're okay, and you didn't do that. Then you didn't spend any time with her, like, at all. And then you also once again did not go to school with her today. You also didn't go yesterday home with her because you ran off to Natsuki. But I feel like that is... like, if she's upset, then it might just be a bit of jealousy. Sayori's a human. She's capable of emotions. She might, in fact, have been jealous about that if she has feelings for him, which I'm guessing. But... like, up until now, we, like... absolutely avoided this girl. Of course she might be upset with us. Oh, hey Ben. Ugh. Is something wrong? No! Nothing at all, I'm fine. Okay. You have a poem for today? Cause I didn't write one, I forgot to. Yeah, here you go. Okay then, I guess she's not looking for any conversation. And somehow she doesn't care that I didn't write a poem. She got me into this club. You would think she would be critical of my performance. She hands me her paper. She's your friend. She's probably not going to be as judgmental as, like, a random person would. A random person? Another person would. Like, Monica should be looking out for the performance. It's been a while since I've seen Sayori. Something doesn't seem right. I begin reading. Rain or shine, you will be mine. Make them happy, don't make it sappy. Shine or shine, give me a sign. Joy's facade, life is broad. Rain or rain, in my vein. Used to be together, is it better forever? Endgame. This is more Natsuki's writing style. Sayori does rhyme, but she has like a different rhythm to it. She has like the don't rhyme, rhyme, don't rhyme, rhyme. Unless she has like a purpose for not rhyming, even though it's supposed to rhyme. But this is more Natsuki style, but whatever. She's clearly talking about how they're falling out and how that's like very painful for her. And also how she's like putting on a smile and everything. Like this is really a Natsuki coded poem more. This is the best poem so far though. With its structure and everything. That's a little scary. You'll find all poems scary and intimidating. Hope she isn't talking about me. Either that or I'm just missing the meaning of the poem again. Which wouldn't be surprising, but I don't think I am. This writing is a little more direct than Yuri's. Wow, that a great poem, Sayori. I really like the meaning behind it. It makes you feel a type of way. You like the meaning, huh? I'm surprised that you even pulled any meaning from it. Well, that wasn't Sayori's thing to say. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm getting at. Yeah. The meaning is in fact about you. You like the meaning, huh? You like the fact that you're falling out, huh? And she's upset about it. I want to control her or something. Want to guilt trip her or something so that she's easier to manipulate, huh? Sorry. Like, that's not DMC. DMC is just stupid, of course, but generally speaking, I like the meaning that you're so desperate to be with me again. I like that I can make you feel this way. It just sounds so... Oh god. just acting dumb, like I don't really know what she's trying to say. Just why is she not telling someone about it? Instead she chooses to tell people through a piece of paper, because that's easier. Yeah, you know, it really pulls at the heartstrings. That's very creative, Sayori. Yeah, you're right. It does pull on the heartstrings. Sometimes life isn't the nicest thing in the world to some people. And that happens for different reasons, but what you need to know is that there isn't much you can do about it. Sometimes you just need to let things run their course. In the end, things will be brighter. You know what, Sayori? You're right. And most of the time you're not, but that was very true. Instead of letting things get to you, just know that they'll eventually go away. What am I even doing? I sound like I'm trying to make things worse for her. Whatever, it's Sayori. She'll be fine. She's always happy. I doubt one bad thing will get to her. Why do I see a little bit of an obsession, the way that Bear handled the obsession in these statements? Even though I don't know what she is so sad about, I don't think it'll affect her much. You like the meaning, huh? At least you pulled a silver lining from it, even if I couldn't myself. She's not even acting like herself. She's way more serious and not being her usual happy self. I'm sure it'll be fine. She wouldn't do anything serious. She's too innocent. What does innocence have to do with... Okay, whatever. Alright, thanks for sharing your poem with me, Sayori. I really liked it. Thanks for listening. I walk away. Well, that was a little strange. Anyway, I might as well see what Monika has written. Considering how excited she has been to share poems, I'm sure she'll want to. It's just a shame that I can't give her one back. I'm not entirely sure how she's going to react. But it's not like I can avoid it now, so here goes nothing. I walk over to Monika, who is now busy shuffling through papers on the desk in the front of the club room. She stops for a second, looking at one paper on her desk as I continue towards her. Hey Monika! There's a brief moment of silence. Oh, hello, Ben. How's the club treating you today? It's great. I feel like I've learned a lot from seeing others' literature and books that I've begun to reading. That's great. I was worried at first. I didn't think that you would adapt very well. But it seems like you're getting along just fine. So, what are some books that you've started reading? I would mention the one that me and Yuri read together, but I can't remember the name. That book is way higher level than Parfait Girls. Complexity was maybe. But that's the only one that I can remember. Well, me and Natsuki started reading Parfait Girls together. Great, now I look immature. Oh, really? That one? That's interesting. Do you like it so far? I know she doesn't like Parfait Girls. She thinks that manga isn't literature, and I can agree with her in some cases. It can be overly simple in some cases. The problem is not the simplicity. The problem is most likely the fact that the images do the heavy lifting of the descriptiveness. One of the parts that I think is very impressive and important and all the great things is the way that, of course, also metaphors. I really enjoy metaphors in my books. And the way foreshadowing can be done that cannot be as easily done in manga. But it's also the descriptiveness. Entire rooms, scenes, the way characters look. They're not shown to you. You read it and you make up your own people, and then you see them, how they interact. You see the rooms, you see the worlds, you see the waterfall, the moon, the night sky. And with manga, it's like, it's just there, it's shown to you, and it's beautiful and everything, and I enjoy it. And I enjoy the storytelling and everything. But I feel like that's what's probably putting them off by calling... that's what's encouraging them to not call manga literature. The fact that it's relying a lot on images, on doing like the descriptions and everything. What you hear is internal monologues and dialogues and maybe also monologues of the characters if that's what they're doing. And like characters speaking to one another, and of course things that they think and everything. But you don't really have like the descriptiveness or a narrator who in some cases can be like a very unique, like the narrator can sometimes play a pretty big role, even if they're not really like a first person narrator, but a third person narrator you can do very creative things with those. You can't do that with manga because the manga doesn't have a third person narrator the way that a book has. Maybe you can kind of create one, but then it I feel like that in a manga it's for one more difficult to pull off, as well as I feel like in the manga there would in fact need to be a bit more of a purpose behind that third person narrator in comparison to a book where it's just a unique you can make just a very unique third person narrator, you know? I consider manga literature. I'm pretty sure it is considered Japanese literature. But they have like I've said before, strengths and weaknesses and what they can do and can't do. And frankly, I don't really think I have much of a preference, because I honestly just look for the stories. Is it a manga story I enjoy? Cool, it's a manga story I enjoy. Is it a story a book that's not manga that I'm enjoying? Then cool, I'm enjoying that book that isn't a manga. It's very story-based for me. I don't really have a preference, but there are like strengths and weaknesses that I can tell in both that the other doesn't have. But for Perfect Girls, I think it sort of breaks that barrier. Yeah, it's pretty deep. I went into it thinking it would just be a regular manga that was dumbed down, but in reality it's much more than that. It has a pretty interesting plot that I really haven't seen before. I usually avoid writing like that, just because I like the slightly more complex side of literature. Writing like what? Only dialogue? Only thoughts? Yeah, I feel like in poems that might be a bit difficult sometimes. And in storytelling, if you're not writing a manga, then yeah, that would be difficult as well. I'm wondering if they like writing simple as in manga and anime and all that have simple stories. But I'm not even sure if that would make sense. Like, I'm guessing like people who really think it's only for children might think that way, but even then children's stories can be complex, so I don't know what the simplicity of like I've seen more simpler stories and more complex stories on both sides. It's like there is no big difference. The difference is not in simplicity or complexity. There is no real big difference. Of course in manga there are like stereotypes and everything that aren't in like books that are more Western and stuff. But that's because it's from Japan. I'm pretty sure if you picked up a Japanese novel that's not manga, you would also find like stereotypes and writing quirks and writing habits that are not as common in Western books. Simply because there's also a bit of a difference in culture, for example, what souls and the afterlife and everything means, for example, in Japan. I'm not too familiar, I haven't read many Chinese or Korean. I have read some manhwa, but when it comes to Chinese manga and anime, I'm not too knowledgeable. But I'm pretty sure like that would also impact like their storytelling. But generally, simplicity and complexity, there isn't any big difference. I'm pretty sure what they dislike about it is that it relies on images for storytelling, less than putting like more complex descriptions, describing it, showing how you can beautifully describe things. Of course, there's also the side of, especially for Yuri, especially for Natsuki's friends, that deem it for children. Yuri a little bit because she read it when she was younger and everything. But I honestly don't think that was the case for Monica, that she perceived it as only for children. Because I'm pretty sure children literature is also literature, regardless of manga or not. I'm pretty sure the problem is not just that it's perceived as more childish. Because I'm pretty sure if you told them about children's books that you like, they would still be like, it's literature, maybe it's not mine, but it's literature. There's a difference between viewing it as literature and viewing it as childish, like not viewing it as literature because of some reason, probably the fact it's more images than all of the words, in a non-manga book or comic book or whatever, and viewing it as childish because you think that comics and everything and manga are for children. Not to invalidate your interest, I think that's amazing. I'm truly glad that you're enjoying your time here. Any genre of writing that you end up falling interested in too, I will fully support. After all, it is my job to make sure that everyone in here is having a fun time with the club. Thank you, Monica. It's nice to know that we have such a great leader for this club. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. You motivate me to get better at whatever I do. Thank you, Ben. I'm happy that I get to lead a group of amazing people like yourself. Okay, are you ready to share your poem? At the beginning, he mentioned that he doesn't have a poem. Did she forget? I told her that I didn't have a poem for today. Remember I told you earlier that I haven't written one for today? I was busy all evening and ended up falling asleep by complete accident. Oh, it's okay. If you were busy, that's totally fine. I don't want this club to end up sucking up all your free time. Thanks for understanding, Monica. I could still see your poem if you want me to. Well, that was sort of easier than I expected. I don't know why, but I was imagining her to go crazy on me for forgetting. She didn't go crazy on you earlier. Why would she go crazy on you now? I prefer that we both have poems before we share together. Never mind. I just think it's important to compare writing so that we can build off of each other. It's nothing against you. I just want to make sure that I'm still improving my writing style, along with my club members. Yeah, that's totally fine. Tomorrow I will have a poem. This time, I promise. Thank you for being attentive, Ben. Thank you for helping me get better at my writing ability. I walk away. That was very awkward. Why isn't she showing me her poem? I don't think that she really cares that much about both of us improving. It just seems like an excuse for her not share. I wonder if she had a poem and just didn't want to share it because she wasn't proud of it. Who knows? Girls are confusing. I'm pretty sure people are confusing. Why am I so sure? Because I know guys. And I'm not saying they are confusing. They can be, but girls are confusing to me as well. And they too think both girls and guys are confusing. So I just think people are just very confusing. It's easier for you to say that half the population is confusing because I don't know why. If I just keep overthinking it, I'll end up screwing myself. I need to do something to keep my mind off things. I'll just go hang out with Natsuki until the end of the club. Nothing else that I really want to do right now. So we're going to Natsuki and notice that she is writing something down. This is a perfect chance to scare her. The other girls are busy working on stuff, so this is perfect timing. And the perfect revenge for what she did to me yesterday. I quietly approach her as to not distract her from writing. I arrive at her desk. Hey, Natsuki! She jumps up quickly and almost falls back in her chair. Ben! What are you doing? Yuri laughs at Natsuki from across the room. Wow, I must have really gotten her for Yuri to hear from across the room. Hey, that's not fair! You can't do that! It was pretty good though. I thought it was. Monica speaks from the front of the room. See, Sayori, this is what we have to put up with for you letting a boy into the club. Oh, I'm sorry, Natsuki. I'll try to do better next time. Well, there goes that being an innocent joke. Somehow that got around to Sayori being made fun of. You better be! I don't really trust you anymore, Sayori, for doing this. Why is she being so harsh of a boy being in the club? Weren't you talking about not trusting her just a few days prior? Why are you being so mean about your friend too, huh? Considering this boy saved her the night prior. Don't get us one about it. Okay, Natsuki. I don't think it's very productive to be arguing over simple things. I agree. I think that we all should just apologize to each other. What do you mean, Ben? You started this, so you have to apologize. Okay, fine. I'm sorry for scaring you, Natsuki. Even though it was out of revenge. Ben, can you be serious for once? Okay, jeez. I'm sorry. Okay? Thank you. Yuri quietly laughs to herself. Yuri is having very much fun. Natsuki stands up out of her chair. She begins digging through her backpack and pulls out a pink-covered book. I can only assume that it's for Fae girls. Come read with me, Ben. After that, you deserve to be tortured a little bit. It's not torture, he's enjoying it too. Oh, trust me, that's not torture. That's enjoyment for me. Shh, stop it! Just come here and start reading with me. She sits down under the window in our typical reading spot. Follow her and sit down next to her. And back to the CG. As I sit down, she slides over closer to me to the point that our shoulders and arms are touching. She's trying to one-up Yuri for cuddling with you earlier. Okay, you know the drill. She grabs my hand and has me hold the opposite side of the book. What if my hand gets tired? Guess you're going to have to build some bigger muscles, aren't you? I don't know what I was expecting as a response, but I guess that works. You're going to have to get used to it if you're going to be in this club. Why is she acting like I don't know who she is? I know that it's only been a few days, but I know a lot about Natsuki already. Okay, start reading here. That's where we left off. She points to the start of a paragraph in the book. A paragraph. I guess a speech bubble can be considered a paragraph if it's long enough. Whatever you say. I begin reading. This time I almost want to start looking at her just to see what she does. Begin to quickly glance at Natsuki back and forth to see if she's paying attention. Doesn't seem like it so far. Whatever. I'll leave it be for now. I should probably pay attention to the reading, considering that she wants me to read this so bad. I start to read through the pages. I start to feel Natsuki's hand. Touching my resting hand near the ground between us. She begins to try to move her hand around mine. As she starts to get a good grip on my hand, she pulls away. I can feel her body shake a little, almost as if she didn't mean to do that. Instead, I take my hand to grab hers firmly in return. She slowly grips my hand back. We both glance at each other quickly and look back at the book. Neither of us make a comment on what just happened. I can't believe that Natsuki's actually doing this. Sometimes she acts like she doesn't care about anyone. That definitely isn't the case. The way she hugged me last night didn't feel fake. Even if it was out of fear from her dad. It felt like it had some emotion behind it. Just like right now. We both continue reading. As I finish the page, I realize that we've been reading the same page for around 15 minutes now. How? Huh? She must have her mind on something else right now. Look, I've seen some manga with many speech bubbles, so that you do, in fact, read quite a little bit long. I read fast, so that's not a problem, but like, generally speaking, it's a bit longer than some other pages. But how do you do 15 minutes? Do you know what a manga is? Because this does not feel like a manga. A paragraph? Reading for fucking 15 minutes one page? I can't blame her, it's kind of hard to focus on reading, but I wouldn't have it any other way than Ray right now. This is heaven to me. As I move my hand holding the book to turn the page, Natsuki quickly reaches for the page and hands it to me. I grab it out of her hands and turn the page all the way and begin reading the next one. Hey! Are you two done yet? Hello! Pay attention to me! For fuck's sake, Ben, stop! Hey guys, the club is almost over. Are you two almost finished up here? Is Monica self-aware? Is this just a red herring? What is happening? Oh, yeah, we're pretty much done. What do you mean? Or, yeah, we're done. Alright, you two should probably start packing your things now. I would hate if you were late to get home. Oh yeah! But I forgot I need to have Natsuki go to her mom's house tonight. How did I even forget that? Thanks for the heads up, Monica. We'll be on our way out now. No problem, Ben. I stand up and go over to the desk where my backpack is. As I open the backpack, I check to make sure that I have everything in there. Yep, that looks like all of it. I glance over at Natsuki, who is still sitting down on the ground staring at the wall. Oh no. Throw my backpack over my shoulders and walk over to Natsuki. Hello, Natsuki? Oh! Hey, Ben! What do you want? I was just seeing if you're ready to walk home. Because, yeah, I know! We should probably get going sooner than later. Yeah, okay, I understand! She stands up and grabs the things off her desk and shoves them into her backpack with no organization. She tries to zip up her backpack, but it gets caught on the fabric. I'll go over to her and pull the zipper loose again. Go away! Sorry, just trying to help. She finishes zipping up her backpack and throws it over her shoulders. Okay, let's go. We both walk outside without saying goodbye to anyone else in the club room. Are you okay, Natsuki? We're not even saying... I feel bad for Sayori too. Are you okay, Natsuki? I don't even have any good Sayori mods. Like, I have found one, but it's apparently a short one. Like, At least I have some mods with more routes. I hope they have good Sayori routes. Yeah, why do you ask? I just want to make sure because you have to go to your mom's house. You're okay with that, right? That's none of your business, Ben. This is a family issue. Let me deal with it. Sorry, that probably was audible. What do you even mean? It's not like I'm the one that suggested this to you in the first place. I like Natsuki, but sometimes she can really come off as seriously rude. Well, I just thought that I could help because I don't want you to have to deal with this alone. Just always remember that I'm here for you if you ever need someone to talk to. Yeah, whatever! It's not that big of a deal, I'll be fine. Okay, good, I just want to make sure. Don't forget to text me tonight to make sure that you're doing okay. What are you saying, Ben? I'm 18. I can handle things on my own. Hey, even 18-year-olds need some help sometimes. You're weird. Well, that was a lousy attempt to try to brighten the mood. We continue walking outside. The walk was normal as usual, other than Natsuki being sort of secret. She stopped showing emotion recently, and that's kind of scary to me. Her blank face, like what she talked about in the poem. Considering how long she went keeping the secret deep inside. Ugh. Alright, Natsuki. Make sure you get in contact with me tonight. Sleep tight. Pfft. No promises. She runs away with a smile on her face. I hope she texts me, because I'm going to be worrying all night long if she doesn't. Either way, I'm not sure if I'm getting much sleep tonight anyway. Well, I guess I need to start trying if I'm going to. I begin walking towards my house.